Welcome to the third episode of Yeji Around Town. Are you looking for some place to hang out with family and friends? Well, today I'm going to introduce you to the Malted Meeple, where they have tons of board games, craft beer, handmade milkshakes, and so much more.
Hello, my name is Pam Reed, and I am the owner and general manager of the Malted Meeple. I'm glad you could come and be with us today.
I'm really excited to feature the shop, and nice to meet you. All right, so could you explain how the Malted Meeple works and what it's all about?
Absolutely. So the Malted Meeple, we have over 400 hobby board games here that you can choose from, and you can play all day with the table fee. And then we have handcrafted milkshakes, which are amazing.
Yeah, I just had one of them and they're so good.
Exactly. And then we have craft beers on tap. And then we have specialty snacks that you can choose from, and we have soups also. So a lot of different offerings for you to be able to come in and enjoy while you're playing your game.
And then you guys have escape rooms here too, which we're going to take a look at actually a little later and show you guys a little bit about what's inside them. So how did you guys come up with the name The Malted Meeple?
So we came up with the name The Malted Meeple. We started with different words that we could put together that would mean a hobby board game cafe. So we came up with malted because you have the malt and the craft beers and also the malt and the milkshakes. So that's how malted became. And then meeple is actually a wooden figure that is in some of the hobby board games, and it actually looks like a little wooden person. And so people had kind of coined that back in about 2000. They were saying my people, and that evolved into meeple.
Got it. Okay. And yeah, I like that. Like, it's an unforgettable name. It's really unique, and it's just to the Malted Meeple. So I like that. And you guys have a lot of different group events that come, like Dungeons and Dragons. Could you explain those?
Yes, absolutely. We do run a lot of different role-playing platforms. As you mentioned, the Dungeons and Dragons is a really popular, and we do those during the week. We have those on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And then we started doing Dungeons and Dragons for kids, and so we do that every other Saturday. That's become really popular with the kids. And we also have Shadowrun that we do as far as role-playing, and Pathfinder and other role-playing platforms. A great way to know what events and stuff that we're doing here at the Meeple, go to our Facebook page or our website, and you'll be able to find out when those are offered.
And what was your purpose in creating these RPG groups?
So we really wanted to be able to create these because there's a lot of people out there that they just love Dungeons and Dragons. And maybe, they grew up as a kid playing it, and now they really don't have a group. So now we offer a place where they can come in and we can place them in a group.
Yes.
So now you can come every week and play Dungeons and Dragons with your group, and it ends up everybody just has a great time.
So to talk about some of the other features you guys have here at the Malted Meeple, like if I were to have like a party or a group gathering here, would you guys be able to accommodate that?
That's a great question, and we absolutely can accommodate groups and private events. If you want to rent one of our rooms, we actually have 3 different rooms that are available for private events. We have a Star Wars themed room, we have a dragon themed room, and a Middle Earth themed room that you can rent.
I like how they're all themed because it makes it just unique and special to you guys.
Absolutely.
And finally, what was your purpose in creating the Malted Meeple? Like, what is the goal of the Malted Meeple?
The goal of the Malted Meeple is to provide a great place and great way for family and friends to come and spend quality time with each other.
All right, well, thank you so much for doing the interview with me today.
Thank you so much for coming. We really enjoyed having you here.
Thank you. The Malted Meeple has a variety of foods and drinks, both made in-house and from local businesses as well. They offer seasonal soups, such as chicken tortilla, broccoli cheddar, and tomato basil, and they offer over 30 varieties of milkshakes, including Star Wars-themed ones, and seasonal milkshakes, such as pumpkin and maple syrup. Snacks include Scotch eggs, all kinds of premium popcorn, shepherd's pie, and much more.
Hello, my name is Ellie. I'm one of the assistant managers here at the Malted Meeple. Today I'm going to be talking to you about our milkshakes. We have tons of milkshakes, something for every flavor. We also have non-dairy, if you guys are interested in that. We do have Star Wars shakes. We have had Star Trek themed shakes. It's nerdy, it's wonderful, it's delicious. Enjoy them. Every month we have something called Milkshake Madness, where we have 3 staff-created shakes that compete to be the milkshake of the month for the next month. This month in November, the theme is Powerpuff Girls, and we actually have our voting station right over here. We have Bubbles, which is a caramel pear cookie shake. We have the Blossom, which is a pineapple passion fruit shake. And then it looks like the favorite for this month is actually going to be the Buttercup, which is fudge, peanut butter, and Oreo. How good does that sound, right? So every month we have something new, and then the winner of that month goes on to survive for the next month. And actually next month in December, we have video game like dessert shakes. So we have a Roxas shake, we have a Delibird shake, and then we do also have cocktails that tie in. So next month we have a Delibird's peppermint bark cocktail. It's delicious. And then this month for the Powerpuff Girls, we of course have Chemical X, which is a coffee, Kahlua, and Jameson cocktail. Today I'm going to be making one of the 3 Powerpuff Girls shakes. That's one of the milkshakes of the month. It's actually going to be the Bubbles, which is my personal favorite from the Powerpuff Girls. That is the caramel pear cookie shake.
Hi there, my name is Wyatt Brewer. I am a worker here at the Meeple. I am the resident game master, and I know all the games on the table, and we're going to learn about those today.
Yeah. How long have you been working here?
I've been working here about 2.5 years.
Yeah, so we have about 5 games here, all of which I have no idea how to play, so I'm really excited to learn, and hopefully by the end of this, I'll know how to play all of them.
All right, so first we're going to start it off with Witch and Wagers. This is a game for 4 or more players, so you can actually team up and play up to 12 on it. This game is for anywhere 10 plus ages and is a party game. So what is going to happen during the game is you are going to bet on other people's knowledge of random trivia questions, such as how many ridges are on a quarter?
No idea.
It is 112, so there are 112 ridges on a quarter, and you would bet to see who would know that. I would recommend betting on me at this point because I know that.
Yep.
But other than that, you get points based on how well you bet. Mm-hmm. Then we have our Ice Cool game, which is a kid-friendly game, so anywhere from like 4 and up can play it, as long as they have a little bit of dexterity. So usually the kids are better at it than the parents. It plays up to 4 players, so great family game. What you will do is actually move your penguin through the town by flicking the penguin. So I'm going to give a little demonstration here. You actually just flick the penguin, and that's how it moves. And then first person to either collect all their fish or catch all the other players wins the game.
And you can actually flick them over the walls, right?
Yes, you can flick them over the walls. It does take a little bit of skill, but you'll get there the more you play. So that's super cool. And then we also have some harder board games for some of the more experienced players. We have our co-op game, which seats up to 6 players. Co-op entails you all work together against the board instead of working against each other to win.
I like that concept.
Yes, it is a great team builder is the way I'm going to put it. And basically what will happen is the monsters will slowly attack your castle, and your goal is to stop the monsters from attacking your castle. So if you lose all your castle walls, you lost the game, but that's okay because you still had a great time.
Yeah.
So, and then we have our Camel Up, which is for 2 to 8 players. Camel Up is a camel betting game, so we have a lot of betting games today, but basically what will happen is the dice are rolled out of this little pyramid. If I can get it to roll, and then that's how far the camel will move. But the catch is they move other camels based on the rules, and things can change very quickly in this game. So you learn to not trust any of the camels. It's a great experience, but you're actually camel bettors betting on the race of the camel. And then over here we have our Villa Paletti. Villa Paletti is a great game. We actually have our own meeple rules for it, so you can play anywhere from 2 to as many players as you can imagine, just as long as they fit around the table, I guess, or even if they don't, you can still play it.
Are meeple rules like you guys' own version of the game, sort of?
Yes, so they're rules that we've come up with that make the game different in an aspect, so we can actually teach those rules to you if you ever come in and get the chance to learn those rules. But basically what will happen is as you go, you take the stick, so you can demonstrate, and then you pull out one of the...
Ooh.
Yes, I'm going to make you do it. So
That's probably not a good piece.
Yeah.
It's like Jenga.
It is kind of like Jenga, so where you have to pull out one of the sticks and then place it on top. I won't make you place it on top right now, but yes, so you use a little hook to pull out the sticks and then place them on top, and it slowly gets taller and taller and more nerve-wracking as you go.
So you guys have opened these escape rooms since the end of January, and for those that are unfamiliar with the concept of an escape room, could you explain how they work?
Absolutely. So our escape rooms are set up for 2 to 8 people, and then you get 60 minutes to be able to solve the room.
And then do you guys give any hints maybe if anyone's stuck or...
We do provide a couple of hints to help you along. And then after that, if you're really stuck and you feel you need extra hints, then it might cost you maybe in time or maybe having to do something.
Yeah, so it adds like a fun element to it.
Absolutely.
So how did you guys come up with the idea of an escape room to add it into this location?
We knew we were moving into a new location, and with this space, we knew we had extra space, so it was always part of the plan when we moved that we were adding the escape rooms to the Malted Meeple.
Thank you so much for showing me around the Malted Meeple to see all the board games, the escape rooms, how the milkshakes are made. It was a great experience.
Thank you for coming. It was great to be able to show you around and tell you all about the Malted Meeple.
Thank you. So thank you for watching. This is Yeji from Yeji Around Town, and I'll see you next time.